This is CowCapz and welcome back to the channel with my name on it. Today we're going over the 21w05a and B updates. So before we start, feel free to like and subscribe if you already know what this channel's about. If you're not convinced yet, then just keep on watching. Anyways, it looks like all the new items are based off of stuff that be located in the lush caves. We're gonna start with glowberries. The life of a glowberry is actually pretty simple. If you want to grow one, then feel free to grab yourself a glowberry, which you can get from vines in lush caves, and place it up on the ceiling. If we keep this going, we can create a downward stack all the way to the bottom if you want. I guess through time the berries will come, but if you want it faster, then of course we'll put in bone meal. And if you want to collect it, then just right click and you have your own glowberries. You know, there's one thing I haven't tried. I haven't tried eating this. I heard you could eat it, but I never tried eating it. Let me give myself some hunger for a sec. 100. Oh, look at that. It's going down like it's no one's business. You know, give me milk. Alright, now let's try ourselves some glowberries and see how it works before I die. Oh, that was actually a lot more useless than I thought it was. It's nothing better than your normal berries. I also wanted to point out that foxes can also grab some berries, so he would actually rip it right off and put it in his mouth, and later on he'll digest it. Now let's move on to the webbyless world of drip leaves. Now with the drip leaves, the small drip leaves kind of need moisture, so you could either find them like underground, or should I say underwater, or on top of clay, because clay's pretty moist if you haven't noticed. Like, it even sounds moist. And let me tell you, this small drip leaf is actually bigger than a normal big drip leaf. Let me sit side by side. The big drip leaf is a lot cooler. So if I bone milled this small drip leaf, sorry, didn't touch it. There, we got a big one, but it hit the ceiling. Yeah, let me do this over the ground. All right, so if I were to place it underwater where there's moisture and click it with bone meal, we got ourselves our bigger drip leaf. Now, these big drip leaves can also grow taller when you bone meal them. So like if you want to make a parkour course, if you haven't noticed, drip leaves drip, really. They just drip. So if I were to make a parkour course, we gotta jump from one to the other and figure out where to go before we fall, then that would be interesting. You know, now I'm getting off track. The only way to avoid this drip leaf from dripping though is by shifting or just jumping. So this really did waste my theory right there. You can't really do a parkour if you're going to be shifting the whole thing and just jump. But I mean, I guess you could place something like observers on it and have something happen with the redstone. Like, again, that's another idea. Now, of course, after I got tossed off by this thing, it will go up over time. I mean, if it stays down forever, then that's just a waste of a drip leaf. What's also pretty cool is that if I have my bow right here and shot it, it'd break. So this is how you harvest drip leaves, people. It actually does look pretty epic. Let me try again. Bone meal. Get up there. And bing. It's actually pretty cool. Maybe we could play a multiplayer game where, like, someone's up there. It's like a carnival game where we have to shoot him to get him to dunk in the water. Does that make sense to anyone? Getting off track again. But yeah, I'll do that for another video. So if you guys think that's cool, then and feel free to subscribe and give me ideas for this drip leaf. The last thing, the wandering trader would actually sell small drip leaf plants. So if the wandering trader sells it, then you know it's just not useful. Or is it? So now here's a few new decorative blocks from the new snapshot. We have, oh boy, you nearly scared me half to death. Anyways, here's what looks just like you, creeper, a moss block. Remember, this is decorative. I don't know if it has any good meaning right now. We also have moss carpets. If I were to make you a home, then you look just like this, but with TNT on you. Right, man? Whatever you are. And now, here's one of the most beautiful but useless ones. We got a spore blossom. They hang on ceilings, and they drip particles. Perhaps if I sat them together, then maybe that looked cool, like...
The world falls on me as my cinematic self, will save the day.
Now here's a few changes. The stone cutter can actually cut copper now, and yeah, this didn't happen in the previous updates. That's a shocker, isn't it? And we got ourselves some cut copper stairs we can play with. You know, I'll add it for some decoration here, because They're just gonna rot any time now. It's completely insignificant. We've changed the name to the copper oxidation process, starting at copper block, then exposed copper block, and then a weathered copper block. And then we have an oxidized copper block. Our good friend, the Drown, now has a chance of dropping a copper ingot. He used to drop stuff like, let's say, where'd he go? Where'd he go, though? Oh. He's fast. Anyways, he used to drop gold, but now he has a chance of dropping copper. Of course, this isn't something that happens all the time. I'll keep killing them until some one of them drops something.
Was that it? Nope. Come on, guys. Just drop one. I just warned you. I'm sure you must have one. But I don't want to hurt the little ones. Do they even have copper?
You know, getting ore from these guys is harder than I thought. But yeah, they will drop a copper ingot. Like, I forgot we had some powdered snow. But some changes were added. If you're wondering what type of changes, then let me explain. See, this will shoot out some flaming arrows. But if I were to shoot it right through here, this snow, then they said it would extinguish. And I guess it worked. I guess I had to be a bit further. There we go. That is actually pretty impressive because, you know how we used to use lava for that? For lava for doing the opposite? We can use something like powdered snow to kind of change that up a bit. I don't want to set this place on fire. It's full of vegetation, but yeah. This wasn't available in the last update, but this is actually pretty cool. Now, the last feature is that foxes can walk on top of the powdered snow without falling in. Oh, they are doing it. And look, us normal humans, if we walk on this, we'll sink. I have no idea to say this is correct or not, but foxes do hunt in the snow, especially snow foxes. So, I guess this is kind of fitting. I wonder if we're going to put anything underneath the powdered snow or something. That'd be cool. That is practically all of the main features on this snapshot. Now we have the 21w05b snapshot. That is a pretty simple one, and it fixes the following bugs. The copper blocks are actually named inconsistently. I guess that means instead of copper block, it'd be named something like weathered copper block accidentally. The game can randomly freeze. I doubt that it'll freeze now, of course, but yeah, it can freeze. We fixed that now, right? The last bug was that the copper was not upgraded correctly from the 21w05a worlds. So now they're fixed. The copper should be now oxidizing at a pretty random time now. Shouldn't be too sequenced. But yeah, and that's it for these two snapshots. If I missed out anything, which I'm sure I did, feel free to let me know, and I'll see you guys in another video. Adios.